Yeah. Hello. I should be live on that.
Yep.
Yeah. You got Slasher, Max Splinter, Lewis, and Maura Kitty.
Yeah, what's up,
Yeah.
everybody?
Yeah. So yeah, it's just an open debate stream. So
A debate or just a.
yeah, or subjects or whatever. Because
I don't think anyone's gonna be debating here. I think it'll just be everyone
well,
bitching about stuff. Everyone bitching about the
yeah,
the,
yeah,
the, the current the current flow down the toilet that is this planet right now.
yeah. Well, what I found a disgrace was Scarlett Johansson suing Disney.
Yeah, you know what? You reap what you sow, right?
Mm.
Fuck. You know what? Fuck all that bullshit. Let these millionaires destroy each other. Let the millionaires and
They're going
billionaires.
to take us with them because they're assholes.
Let the millionaires and billionaires destroy each other.
The billion and trillionaires are our biggest concern. Millionaires can kind of come and go, theoretically.
Well, that's true. There's a lot of people who were millionaires who ended up, you know, dying homeless drug
Well, I
addicts.
mean, not to sound like a total fucking socialist, but if we make a really good fucking example of the billion and trillionaires, we might not worry about the millionaires stepping out of line. They'd be like, holy fuck, they really do eat the rich. With barbecue sauce. Fuck!
Mm.
No, it would be with caviar. There you go.
Fuck yeah. A little caviar, some bread, some like
Push it down with vodka.
I'm a broke bitch. I get that $6 caviar from the store when I'm feeling spicy. Wow. Which isn't very often.
The only time I ever had caviar was on sushi.
There's red caviar. For some reason, even though that is technically caviar because it is fish eggs, I don't count it unless it's black caviar. I don't know why. It's my thing. Absolutely refuse. It probably tastes the same. It probably tastes salty just like the regular, but for some reason I don't do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I've never had caviar, but I've had a mouthful of salt, so not much difference.
It's like that, but it's like a fishy gamey salt.
Yeah.
Caviar isn't. It's like
I don't think I can have it. If you have it by itself, it's a bit much.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to have.
Chop up the boiled egg and have it with it.
That's not the sort of shit that I'd want by itself. That's
you would want a very tiny, like just tip of the teaspoon nibble of that.
Yeah, it's like butter in it, sort of where you need to spread it on something.
It's like little bulbs of shit. It's like
fish eggs in it.
A little bit of bread or something.
Gelatinous bulbs.
Yeah. Well, the little fish eggs, aren't they? Little like spawn fish.
Yeah.
But yeah. But to ScarJo, back to ScarJo. This is what I call suing your company because you film shit. Because if it had made fucking loads, you wouldn't be complaining. And I don't think, and all, she's got it in the contract. She's saying, "Oh yeah, they promised me that they won't put it on the."
No, she wouldn't be complaining. She wouldn't be complaining at all about it. No, nope.
No. Well, and her complaint, I don't think she's got any legal.
Also, this was supposed to be released last year, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. It was along the same lines as Wonder Woman 84, right? Like Wonder Woman 84, they decided to put it out on streaming Wait, I don't know. I don't remember how much later. I mean, this did have a longer delay than Wonder Woman 84 did.
Yeah, well, that's because of shit. They knew it was going to be shit, I think. And it was like, oh, yeah, let's try and make sure that people don't fucking see this before the MCU. Because
Well, also, it's pretty fucking stupid for them to put this movie out when she already died in Endgame. Sorry, there's no reason for that. If you died in Endgame, shouldn't you have put this movie out before that?
well, if some buts, some maybes, but the main sort of thing that's going down is that fucking it's shit.
I'm just saying, how am I some fucking idiot who doesn't have any sort of insider stuff in the industry, but yet I know how to do better than some of these idiots would. If you were gonna do a Black Widow movie, wouldn't you have done it while she was alive when they were doing the Ant-Man shit and the Black Panther shit? Like, wasn't that the time to strike like that?
Yes.
Well, yeah, but as I say, they knew it was going to be shit. So they was waiting till the last minute, and they probably didn't even want to release this because it was like, oh yeah, shit, it's a female action film. The action's going to be shit in it. We ain't got enough good writers to make it a good film where you don't need to rely heavily on the action. But that's a Marvel film, though.
I'm just saying, like, okay, yeah, but okay, say 1989 Batman, right? Joker dies at the end of Batman. The very next Batman movie is more about the Joker as Jack Napier than we already got as him as Jack Napier in the Batman movie. Like, it's pointless. You didn't have to do it. I mean, that's the only thing they were trying to write out the MCU thing. Yes, they were just trying. They're hell bent on the MCU thing. Yes.
Well, thing is though, this is it though. That she knows it's going to be shit, and so she's like going to have to face the fact that yeah, look, they're going to put it out as many streaming services as they can to get the money back before everyone realizes it's shit.
Oh, isn't Emma Stone trying to do that too now?
Yeah.
Emma Stone's trying to do that with Cruella now, right? She saw what Scarlett Johansson tried, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna jump on that bandwagon."
Yeah. Well, it's like someone who fucking wants to be known for something, but ain't all that good at it, and so they fucking get put up there by people, and then when they don't earn the money, and people's like, "Oh, this is shit."
Well, what if the product is just shit? What if the product is just shit? How about that? Can we just can these studios just start accepting that the product is just shit and no one wants to buy it, and you don't have to keep calling the fans out like the Kevin Smiths of the world? Like, you don't have to do that. Like, can we just stop rebooting and just?
No, well, the talentless are like, but what amazed me though is that Scarlett Johansson, instead of like just thinking, right, I made a shit film, fucking, if I keep my mouth shut, like I think she got like 20 million for it, but it was another bonus. What one it she was going to get if she'd made so much money, but she fucked up. But it's like, should just be like, right, I made a shit film. I'll have to get on with it, and he just cut that like 10,000.
Remember when people used to remember when actors used to embrace, like, they actually used to make fun of themselves for being in shitty movies? In the 80s, when an actor was in a shitty movie, like, they would constantly rip on themselves for doing that.
Yeah. Well, do you remember when I forget her name, but she did Catwoman.
Halle Berry, yeah, she embraced that, how shitty that movie was.
Yeah, she got like a Raspberry Award.
She showed up to her own Razzies. Yes,
Yeah.
she showed up to her own Razzies. That was a great display of fucking.
Yeah, self-confidence. Sort of. It's a bit of a theme running though. Female action film did shit.
Wait, Halle
Not
Berry.
like I didn't tell anyone. Yeah. All
Wait,
of them.
oh, wait. What was that one? The one she got huge bucks just to show her tits while she was sunbathing. What the hell? The one with Travolta. Wait, which one?
Monsters Ball.
No, the other one, the action one, the Travolta one. What was it, Travolta? Yeah, there you go. Okay, so she got huge
I would have
bucks.
answered sooner, but I didn't realize he had unmuted me.
Yeah. Well, there's a bit of feedback. I said, Maura, if you mute yourself, and then when you want to talk, just unmute.
I know, but that involved me having to reach over and grab my keyboard.
Yeah, but
I looked up. I had said something earlier, and I don't remember what it was about. And I saw I was muted, and I'm like, well, fuck. Went back to what I was doing. I was like, shit.
Well, yeah. Sometimes I'll get some bad feedback, and I have to like just mute it.
Yeah. Figured.
Oh, Maura, if you have headphones, earbuds, anything?
Yeah, the cord's not long enough.
Oh, jeez.
I'm way over here.
Well, yeah.
But anywho, if they're gonna sue, if anyone's gonna be suing Disney, I'm not gonna cry about it. Everyone sue Disney, please. I think more people need to sue Disney.
Right. I mean, I don't know on what grounds, but I don't care enough about them to even.
Monopoly.
Oh, yeah. Used to we had a thing against monopolies, and I think the last person that beat that was Bill Gates, and after that, everything kind of went to shit.
Disney is 100% trying to become a monopoly. By the way, who's dying in the background? I heard someone getting strangled or something.
What?
Someone sounded like they were getting strangled in the background. I don't know what that was.
Well, yeah, Maura. What she's trying to sue for is because the Disney execs or whoever promised that they wouldn't release it streaming. It'd just be on cinema, but they didn't. They released it streaming and cinema, so it didn't get as many cinema sort of tickets sold. And she was on like a bonus of some if she made so much money, if she'd have sold so many tickets.
So she should have tried to have gotten the Gal Gadot deal with Wonder Woman 84, because she still got paid for Wonder Woman 84, but I don't know how much more it wasn't released in more theaters though, because that was still
paid. But she should have got more money if she'd have sold so many tickets at the cinema. But because they released it on streaming.
So she got jerked around by Disney.
Yeah, but Scarlett
But hey, that's what happens when you work for Disney.
Yeah, but she didn't have it in the contract. I don't think. I think it was just like word of mouth saying, "Oh yeah, no, we won't do it." But if in the contract, then she'll have no leg to stand on.
You think maybe they also did this like, hey, we already killed off our character. We could do
Yeah.
whatever you want. You think they could have? You think that could have been in their minds? Like she's already dead in our ongoing universe.
Yeah, well, it could be because there's no female action doesn't sell.
I'm just saying, like they could have been that way.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
Disney. They're scumbags.
yeah. Well, they're gonna be like right. Scarlett Johansson, she's like one of the high-paid sort of people in the MCU now, sort of thing. It's obviously like they want to get rid of her, and
Not anymore. Yeah, now she's gone.
yeah. Well, I've no use for it now because they ain't gonna do a fucking Black Widow 2.
No.
They might.
Oh, what are they gonna do? Someone continuing the character?
Yes. So what happened? Because thanks to the internet, the ending, like after the credits, because you know how they roll.
Oh yeah.
It shows some. Who was that fucking bitch from Seinfeld?
Oh yeah,
Julia Louis-Dreyfus?
Yes. So bitch ass goes up to Scarlett Johansson's sister, who's visiting her sister's grave, and gives her a picture of Hawkeye and says that he's the one responsible for her sister's death.
yeah. But
She tries to recruit her, and it leaves you to wonder if she's going to take her up on it.
yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
Elaine from Seinfeld is in
I
Black
believe
Widow.
so.
But this is all going to be happening.
Now.
Why is this the funniest news I've heard all week?
That's because you're not picturing her looking like a spy with her hair up in a trench coat. You're picturing her wearing one of those 90s sweaters running around with her fucking hair.
And you don't watch female action films. But the plotline to like where she's gonna get revenge on Hawkeye is gonna be it's gonna be in the Hawkeye series.
Maybe. Don't tell you how well they'll fuck this up.
Oh God, yeah, I forgot they're doing that.
Oh yeah, it will be because I think Hawkeye's daughter's gonna be a big part in
Yeah,
it.
that girl's hot too, by the way. The girl who's playing a female Hawkeye.
Yeah. But so was Trish Stratus. I'm not going to be watching her do superhero fucking action films.
I'm not watching any of this. I don't give a fuck who does it anymore. I don't care. It all sucks. Get rid of it. Sweep it out the door. Fuck that bullshit.
Kill the past. Get rid of the past. Kill it if you must. Haha.
Right?
Yeah.
Didn't they really try to drill this into our heads with with The Last Jedi when Yoda was totally fine with all the books burning and he gave that speech like about everything burning, like let it die, blah blah blah, right? Isn't that what they wanted?
Kylo Ren was the one that said kill it if you must. I figured I'd throw some Star Wars humor in there just because that's not expected of me.
Yeah. But that was written by people who hate Star Wars.
But all right, so then why are they going to do
Star Wars?
I don't think they hate Star Wars. I think they're just not good at it.
No,
I mean, I don't think they're good at it either. But I also didn't try to make the film.
No, but Maura, they hated Luke Skywalker because they had a picture of him with a big red cross in his face, saying right, we've got to get rid of him, like they did with He-Man. You know, like they did with He-Man, where it's no, this dude is white, blonde hair, blue eyes, and real masculine. We're not having anything.
Luke Skywalker is not that masculine.
Yeah, you can't say that. Jens wasn't Jens.
Luke Skywalker is
Nah,
masculine.
sorry.
He's a
No,
fucking
he-
Jedi Knight.
No, he was fucking not. Mark
Yeah, he was.
Hamill. Mark Hamill is the antithesis of masculine. He's always been that motherfucker. Jesus Christ, no.
Well, he was in Return of the Jedi. Obviously,
Maybe the stuff he did. Maybe like the stuff he did.
Well,
was,
that
yes.
does help because I mean, masculine
Not his look, though.
and behavioral attributes, but
Not his look. Not his look.
I mean, he was handed a weapon in the first 5 minutes. He's looking down the barrel at it. But
I'm just
this
saying.
is one of the most powerful weapons in the galaxy. Looks down the barrel of it.
I'm just saying. Mark Hamill did not look like an
He
intimidating
went
guy
from
who would rip your fucking head off.
emasculated-looking young man to cranky old get-off-my-lawn guy real quick.
You're drinking green titty milk.
Blue, I think. Yeah.
I say he was so masculine in Return of the Jedi. He was like fucking going around dressed up and in all black, like he didn't give a fuck.
See, man, when you say masculine, I don't know exactly what you mean. Mark Hamill.
He doesn't
looked
look
like a-
tough. He doesn't
No.
look tough.
Looks
No,
very. He
You have
looked
to look
very.
tough.
He looked femi as fuck, dude. He looked like he was a theater kid since he was like 5 years old.
He's
In-
his
yeah,
ass
but-
kicked every day for his milk money.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
in Return of the Jedi, because he's a fucking Jedi Knight by this stage, he's like, don't give a fuck. He's telling Jabba the Hutt that he's gonna fucking kill him, and he's all calm about it
Well,
because
he starts manning up a little more around there. This is true.
yeah. Well,
He
even
went
though
from having no physical or behavioral attributes of masculinity to showing some behavioral attributes of masculinity, but we're looking at an aesthetic point of view where he just looked like a kid who wasn't old enough to shave.
yeah, well, obviously physically he's a bit like Bruce Lee, where to look at him you'd be like, well,
Oh no,
They-
no, did I ever think Bruce Lee was not masculine? Not ever.
Bruce Lee looked a million times more masculine than Mark Hamill did.
I won't say a million times.
I'd
they
say a
both-
million times.
I say they both look the same. I say
He is like the first Chuck
if you had to fight Bruce Lee or Mark Hamilton, but you didn't know fucking Bruce Lee was a fucking
Listen, they may have had the same haircut. They may have had the same haircut.
well, if you didn't know Bruce Lee was a master fucking kung fu artist, you'd probably go for Bruce Lee because Mark Hamilton was a bit more beefier than Bruce Lee. Just that Bruce Lee, yeah, because Bruce Lee was a bit thin because he was
No, but
speed.
Bruce Lee was still, Bruce Lee was lean muscle. Are
Yeah.
you kidding? I bet you Mark Hamill never fucking worked out his leg. Did he
fucking
really ever? Mark
Did
Hamill.
you see the training he had to do with fucking Yoda on his back?
Really?
Yeah, hey, Mark Hamill. That's
Compared
train.
compared to Bruce Lee's
no,
training,
no, but that's what I'm
that
saying.
that's gonna outweigh Bruce Lee's actual training and
No,
like
no, but that's what I'm saying. If you saw pictures of him, you wouldn't fucking really tell the difference. You'd be like, wow, I don't care. Who I fight, I'm probably going to beat the shit out of him. Probably would do with Mark Hamilton. He's an actor, isn't he? But
I'm just saying, man.
Bruce Lee,
To compare Mark Hamill to Bruce Lee is a tremendous fucking stretch.
Yeah, I'm pretty offended by that, and I don't use that term often.
how can you be offended of saying that Mark Hamilton looks fucking quite masculine when he's fucking Luke Skywalker training?
Yeah, I think it was the part about him looking more or as masculine as Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
That's the part I was like, no, Bruce Lee's my man.
Especially you of all people, Jens.
Yeah, right?
Hey, Mark Hamilton, to do fucking Luke Skywalker, he trains like fuck. And
I guarantee Bruce Lee would kick his ass even now.
Oh
I
yeah.
know he's gone. That's why it's
Yeah,
gone.
you know what? Zombie Bruce Lee all day over current Mark Hamill. I would put money on it.
Yeah, hey, well, you're talking about Mark Hamilton being a pussy bitch, but he fucking got his face booted in by a horse.
Saying what he looked like. What he
Well, he
looked like.
had his face booted in by a horse, and he was still fucking ready to go acting.
Okay, all right. So he does have some hardcore ability in him. All right.
Mm.
No, I'm saying if I got kicked in the face by a horse.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done at that point. I'd be like, I'm done.
Yeah, it fucks him up because he had to get like his nose because if you notice, his nose is different in Empire Strikes Back compared to Star Wars.
A lot of people get fucked up in weird ways. Remember Fabio?
Oh God, the bird right in the face.
Riding a roller coaster, got a fucking seagull to was a
Everybody
seagull
forgot about his book covers. Right
seagull to
there.
the face on a fucking
It's like a
roller
pigeon or some
coaster.
shit. But yeah, like
Yeah.
broken nose, bloody on
Yeah.
his face. It was a feather. It was pretty rough.
Yeah.
It was rough on him. It was rough on the bird.
Mm.
His 5 head just took that bird right out.
The
Yeah.
bird, you could say the bird was killed by his handsomeness.
Yeah, no, I never thought Fabio was handsome. He never looked it. He always looked oily and greasy. Like,
Yeah, he was one of them sort of like Italian handsome. Like they love the oil and grease.
well, I'm guessing Italian handsome doesn't do it for me. I'm guessing so. Especially 1990s Italian handsome didn't do it for me. I don't know what's going on over there now, but nope.
Yeah. Look at this.
And yeah, okay, I see it, Jens. I'm just saying. Yeah, yes, because I'm sure that was legit Mark
Yeah.
Hamill doing a one hand handstand. Yes, I'm sure that was legit Mark Hamill doing that, bro.
Well, I
Fucking
mean,
weeks
Is that what
of
you're
training.
trying to say?
it's not like he had a lot
Is
of
that what
weight
you're
to hold.
trying to say, though? Wait, were you really trying to go that far, Jens, saying that he actually did that?
No, obviously, like because to do a one-handed sort of fucking stand like that, you need total muscle control, and obviously he didn't go that far. But that's parkour sort of shit, and that. What's it called? It's a form of fighting.
Yeah, there's some gymnasts that would break their arm trying to do that.
Like this. See? Look how muscly his arm is.
Okay,
Nearly
yeah,
as muscly as Van Damme.
yes, okay. All right, sure. Looks like he's been working out there.
Yeah, well, he had to, didn't he? Because it was one of them where it's like,
And
right,
Bruce Lee would have
Bruce Lee
would have fucked up his world right there.
Yes.
If he was alive at that point.
Oh, that's Bruce Lee's trained.
If he was alive at that point, I mean.
Yeah, but Mark Hamilton doesn't look all that much different from Bruce Lee, apart from
The haircut.
obviously
The haircut.
Bruce Lee. Yeah, well, yeah, he has it parted, doesn't he? But
They had the
Bruce
same-
Lee
they had the
is
same
obviously trained to fuck, and even though it doesn't look like difference, there is a difference because Bruce Lee's body fat was so fucking like minimal.
By the way, I
It
just
was-
I tweeted out the stream. Just trying to do my best to help people out. So
yeah, Sasha, man. Yeah, because as you say, Errol did fucking that Koala, but that was a shit film. It's like, how are you gonna make a villain into the fucking good guy?
I guess it was just like they saw the success of Joker, and they were like, let's do this with the Disney character.
Yeah, you're right
Well,
there.
even though Joker wasn't made to be a good guy, I don't know
No.
what fucking idiots are.
No, well,
Whatever
Joe,
idiots saw Joker and decided that Joker
yeah,
was supposed to be a good guy, those people are demented because
yeah.
Joker was not meant to be a good guy.
Well, I think some people who's had mental illnesses would
Think
relate.
that?
Oh yeah, because like
Yeah,
that's what the
that
Joker was.
fucking movie was mental illness.
Yeah, well, that's
What?
why
Most recent?
Joker with what
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix. I said Warwick.
Yeah, I like Heath Ledger better, but I like this Joker as well because it really delved into the issues of mental illness quite a bit, showing that it can have a lot of different faces. And so, like, I think some of it was a bit overdone because not all mental illness leads to violence against other people.
No, well,
People
it was
with
done
mental
around.
illness are more likely to hurt themselves or be self-destructive than to hurt other people.
Yeah, but it was glamorized, wasn't it? It was sort to be like, oh yeah, we need him to be fucking going crazy and that, and getting a big fucking.
It was showing the effects that child abuse and neglect can have on a person as they get older, and how mental health issues can stem from that. So they kind of covered that too.
That movie was 3 other movies cut up into one. Just with the Joker sprinkled.
It was a little weird.
The movie was part Taxi Driver, part The King of Comedy, part Death Wish, and they decided to code it with the Joker.
Yeah. Well, that's how good films get made. Get algorithms. You take from.
Yeah, but when you have a property that's well known as the Joker, and you have to rip off 3 other movies, and just that movie it wouldn't have made that much money that it did, but it didn't have to be called the Joker. They could have did this about anything, and it would have been a good movie.
Yeah.
They didn't have to use the Joker for this movie. I will say it wouldn't have made as much money.
No, I don't agree with you. They could have called it like whatever his name is. I forget what his name is.
Yeah, Arthur Fleck. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. They could have called it Arthur Fleck's story. You know what I mean? And like,
but nobody would have known what the fuck that was.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. So that's why they called it the Joker, wasn't it? Yeah.
There were people who
catchy as the Joker.
But although,
No.
But then there were people who knew the Joker, and it's like we watched this movie and we're like, this is a weird take on the Joker.
Yeah, well, I knew about this sort of like.
I will say it was a better take on the Joker than the Halle Berry Catwoman movie. The Halle Berry Catwoman movie was not a good take on.
No. Well, I know Hollywood is making all these sort of like anti-heroes, sort of like making the sort of like low intelligent sort of.
They made a Venom movie without Spider-Man. Like,
yeah.
What's the point? It's like, no. I don't want to see Venom not fighting Spider-Man.
Yeah. Well, the ones because like they're all sort of like dumb, aren't they? All the bad guys are sort of like dumbish, and so the ones sort of like dumb cunts to like be the superheroes.
I don't mind Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy's all right. He's all right.
But in that he's pretty dumb though, isn't he? Because like he didn't really know much.
Yeah. Also, he wasn't the Eddie Brock from the comics.
No. But they're wanting to make like
sympathetic.
The one like the bad guys to be like sympathetic. So you're like, oh yeah, oh well, I guess killing innocent people ain't too bad.
Because actually, in the comics later on, Venom did become like a Punisher, Wolverine, Ghost Rider type. You're like, he did end, but he became like an anti-hero later on in the comic.
Yeah.
The late 80s and early 90s was big on anti-heroes across DC and Marvel. Like, they really wanted their anti-heroes, their gray line sort of guys.
Yeah, well, they don't want this sort of like clean cut fucking macho man sort of stuff. Like with He-Man, that's what I'm saying. He-Man represents clean cut fucking. I take no.
Oh yeah, goody, white bread, white bread, corn fed, goody. Do as you're told, and you learn your lessons. That sort of shit. It was the same, you know. There was a lot of that sort of shit going on in the '80s, and you know, it was a better message than it is now.
Yeah, well, that's because they're wanting to dishearten people. They want people to be like, oh shit, there's no heroes no more. I'll become an anti-hero. I'll just go around killing innocent people.
Well, no, all right, but the anti-heroes was never always going around killing innocent people. Punisher wasn't. True. All right, Punisher was my first favorite Marvel character.
Yeah, true.
When I read the comics back in the day, Punisher was my favorite.
I should say anti-heroes.
Punisher never executed any innocent people from the comics I've read. Maybe I missed where he did, where there was collateral damage. But
no, I'm talking about villains. They're making villains sort of like the good guys now.
Sympathetic. They're trying to make villains. Trying to make you have sympathy for villains.
Yeah, but you think about who's writing these stories is like Hollywood sort of like scum cunts who fucking did that like you got a fucking point prove that Batman he does go around fucking vigilante style because he ain't vigilante. Hollywood.
Also, all these IPs are getting hijacked by people who don't give a fuck and just want to spread a message because it's a well-known IP and people are knowing that attention is going to be drawn to this well-known IP whenever they come out with a movie, TV show, comic book, action figure, yada yada yada. You say it down the line. And now it's just agenda driven, and now it's trying to it's purposely trying to draw the fans out of interest for it. It's on purpose.
Well, no, they're not.
On purpose. They're doing this on purpose, Jens.
They're
doing this on purpose.
They're not expecting people to be fucking disheartened with it. They was expecting people.
No, they are. They're doing this on purpose. They're doing this on purpose. They really are, Jens.
Yeah.
It's not an accident. It's not an accident. They're doing this on purpose.
But they're not doing it on purpose so you don't like it. They're doing it on purpose so you like it, but they've just fucking made the mistake of people
responding to it and saying you're telling them they're assholes for doing this. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's like
that's so they're doing it on purpose.
Yeah, but they're not doing it on purpose so people don't watch it, even though people aren't watching it. But they was hoping that this He-Man stuff, that everyone would have been like, oh, well, if Kevin Smith likes it, I'll like it. And even though people won't like it, they would say, oh, yeah, I love He-Man. I love the way they've done the Teela story because Kevin Smith likes it. But there's people like me and that who are like, fuck Kevin Smith. He's a soy-nerd bitch. I have no respect for him. Especially
Who does? Who the fuck has respect for that guy?
Oh, a lot of the soy nerd community. You're that soy nerdy. You know what I mean? You're not going to be going to the fucking Comic
I
Cons.
can't see. He's a guy that I can't even say I liked all his movies. Everyone's like, I loved all his movies back in the day. No, I liked maybe 3 or 4 of them back in the day.
Well, I only like the fucking bits where Jay's in it. You know, Jay and Silent Bob. It's like Jay was always like the funny one to me. Bob was more of the like straight man.
But they're gonna do this with anything. Anything you like now, they're gonna do it with anything you used to like back in the day. So all you have to do is turn a blind eye or a deaf ear to it. That's all you have to do. Just don't pay attention to it. But if you're gonna hear this backlash, sure, why not laugh about it? Because they want to do it over and over again. So just
Well, as I say, there's a lot of people who think Kevin Smith has got a fucking good knowledge of nerdism, which he might have. But
I know he does. But yes, there was also the shit of him, the old videos of him, where he was saying he wasn't a He-Man fan.
yeah,
Yes, I know. Yeah, that exists. But we gotta sweep that under the rug, though, right?
well, yeah. If you would have said to me, "Oh yeah, who do you want to be involved in writing a He-Man fucking adventure thing?" The last person it'd be would be Kevin Smith because it's like he's a soy-nerd bitch. I'd want someone who's been writing fucking.
I'm just saying, if you don't care about something, and you have the pull that Kevin Smith has, come on, that motherfucker been around since what, 94? When did Clerks come out?
Yeah.
Fucking Weinstein got his foot in the door. That's another thing everyone seems to try to. Hey, who helped give this guy his fucking start? Harvey fucking Weinstein. Everyone seems to forget about that shit.
Yeah, but to be fair to him though, when you started out,
I know a lot of people worked for Harvey Weinstein, yada yada yada, and they all let it go on.
Yeah, but I'll tell you right, if he fucking had a fighter out, how many fights has he been in, do you think, Kevin Smith?
None that he started.
Yeah. And so
not a single one that he started.
Yeah. And you're getting him to write fucking He-Man.
Listen, I've never been a big dude.
No.
5'10", and the heaviest I ever was 180 pounds. Kevin Smith got to be what? Maybe my height and probably extra 130 pounds on him.
Yeah, I don't think he's that.
Oh, he's not as tall as me. But either way, I'd have taken that dude down, right down in the street. It's like boom, 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 boom. It's like
yeah. Well, you just have to like fucking show him the end credits to fucking The Last Skywalker, and you can see.
I could have showed him. I could have read him like. I could have all right. Say if Kevin Smith got tough with me back in the streets, like back in the day when I was a teenager, right? I would have broken out The Outsiders and read that whole entire book to him, and he'd have been crying, and I'd just blasted him in the face at the end of that book.
Yeah. Well,
Contamination.
I could have like about 5 Kevin Smith clones in his prime. I'd rip them all apart.
I bet Jay would have fucking been
Oh
more
yeah,
because you know why? Because Jay is a junkie, and I bet you Jay has been in a lot more. Junkies get into a lot more fights. Junkies get into a lot of fights.
well, that's why I think fucking Kevin Smith used to hang around with him because he was like, oh yeah, he'll.
Oh, I heard he robbed Kevin Smith blind too. On like one of his second or third chances. I heard he was living with Kevin Smith. He fucking robbed him and his wife blind. I heard some shit like that. I don't know if it's true or not, but
Yeah, you don't know if it might be one of them contract things where he's found out that fucking Kevin Smith's made loads of money from his fucking character.
oh, that was the point of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Remember? There was the comic
Yeah.
Blunt Man and Chronic.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, Kevin Smith, he's more corporate. He always has been, I think. Because remember, he was going to make that Superman film where Superman
Yep.
didn't have a cape.
Nicolas Cage Superman.
Yeah. And the only reason why he didn't make it is because he got canned. Well, if that had been canned,
That was actually its own disaster.
Yeah. But if they'd have fucking gone through with making that Superman, Nicolas Cage Superman film, Kevin Smith would have had like fucking credits and that.
No, but they were firing multiple people left and right during the making of it.
Yeah, but I'm saying if they hadn't fired people and they'd have gone ahead and made it, Kevin Smith would have had credits on it, and he'd have been like, right, well, that's what I did. It's just that it got canned because, as you say, fucking it was over budget and fucking
They were
didn't like
not only was it over budget, but it didn't get made. It's like it was so over budget that it didn't get made. They spent like I think 180 plus million on making a movie that didn't get made.
Yeah, well, there is a lot of that though. But that's Hollywood for you though. There's a lot of fucking films that don't get made, but they get a lot of money sort of like invested in it and that shit. But they don't get made, so where does that money go?
Who the fuck knows?
Yeah, right. The thing with Hollywood is like there's been a few fucking writers that I said, right, if you ever want a film making how you want it, don't write it how you want it because it gets changed because there's so many fucking middlemen who will come in change fucking.
I always say just keep the money. That's what I say.
Yeah, but that's not Hollywood though, because well, this is why fucking independent sort of like fucking filmmakers will start getting big again, where it's like, look, we don't need fucking a bunch of fucking cunts just fucking a film up, adding bits in and that just for money, or taking bits out and replacing it with bits just because they get a fucking credit call and all that crap.
Well, remember the good old days where someone would just rip off an IP and make something else of their own thing, like
yeah. But then lawyers got involved in it. That's all.
Not always.
Yeah,
you have to rip it off the right way, though. It's like you have to.
Oh yeah. Well, it's that 25%.
You have to rip it off the right way. You have to like. Okay, I mentioned this one time before. The reason RoboCop was made was because Hollywood was slacking on making a Judge Dredd movie. right? RoboCop ain't exactly like Judge Dredd, but when you look at what RoboCop looks like, you can see he's influenced by Judge Dredd.
Yeah. But the thing with RoboCop, it was one of the low budget films. Well, low budget for Hollywood
For its
standards.
time, I guess, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, there's things you could take. What we used to call it was influence. It's like when you're influenced by something.
Yeah, paying homage.
There you go. That's actually the best way to say it. Paying homage. That's the best. That's the proper way to say it. Paying homage.
Well, I think they should pay homage to He-Man, but they haven't. No, that pisses me off.
Okay. Also, like He-Man. There you go. He-Man was basically kid-friendly Conan.
Yeah. I was thinking though, can you imagine if Kevin Smith did a remake of
Conan?
No, of Samson and Delilah. And
I never saw it. So.
yeah, basically, it's Samson was real strong because he had long hair.
I know the story of it.
Yeah.
Did they actually make a movie?
Yeah, they would have done back in the 50s or whatever. They didn't have much to go for. But if Kevin Smith fucking did it though, it'd be like Delilah would be the one.
Delilah and Samson.
Yeah. But if Kevin Smith did it, Samson would die. He'd die in like the first 10 minutes or whatever. And then Delilah would be going around pushing pillars all over, stone wall pillars. Is a joke. Just referencing what he did to fucking He-Man, where he just took the main character.
It's bad at this point because when I was a kid and I would see obvious ripoffs, I'd be like, "Oh, this is an obvious ripoff." Like, why don't you just make part 2 of yada yada yada, right? Now I'm at the point where I don't want to see sequels, reboots, nothing. I want to see original shit.
Yeah, well, they ain't
crazy?
gonna be.
Am I crazy for saying things like that?
Yeah, you are, because you're expecting these fucking hack writers to fucking
come up with something original. Yeah, I guess I'm fucking insane.
Yeah, you gotta have a life for that shit. Because if you notice, in fucking times gone by, it's usually fucking those in the 40s all right shit because they've had a life.
Well, it's also you could say no one wants to take a chance on anything original now. Meanwhile, everyone's taking a chance and destroying past franchises.
Yeah, well,
but
that's
if you take a chance and do something original and it fails, at least put that on the shelf. But when you do that with an already existing IP, you're just kind of tainting the franchise, and it seems like you're just trying to piss people off, especially the way they do shit now.
Yeah, well, they're not trying to. It's like, if, like, say, I said to Iron Maiden, right, look, I want all you lot to fuck off now. I'll give you some money. You fuck off and let me fucking take over your fucking name and that, and I'll get different fucking musicians in that. And I start gigging in that. And obviously, because I can play guitar a bit in that, like, it wouldn't sound too bad. But it won't be as good as fucking Iron Maiden because that's why they're Iron fucking Maiden.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, you'd get people who are like, oh, well, it says they say they're Iron Maiden, but obviously they're not. Fuck
Well,
that.
it's happened with yeah, even when you're saying it's happened with rock bands before. Remember when who the fuck was that dude who took over for Rob Halford? What was his name? Oh shit! And Judas Priest, the fucking guy who took over for Rob Halford, Ripper Jones. Yeah, you think that guy as a front man for Judas Priest was well accepted?
Yeah. Well, that's it, innit? It's like they just don't care. There's thinking, right, there's people who will buy it and that. And it's not until a lot of people just sort of like make
No one cares anymore. No one cares anymore, and they want to let everything fucking everything fucking get destroyed. So whatever. I'm here to ride it out. I'm here destroying myself, so I'm gonna ride it out. There you go.
Well, it's one of them where the companies have two options: either make it shit. Well, in their eyes, they think it's good, even though probably deep down they know it's shit. Or they will make it shit, or you make it female centric.
Wait, is Moira back here right now?
Yeah.
Moira, what is your overall opinion on entertainment all around these days? What's your overall opinion on it? I'm talking about new shit.
Well, people talk about a lot of propaganda being in films and stuff, but to be honest, it's been that way forever. But I think it's more in our face than it used to be. We want to watch shows for escapism. Now, it depends on what it is. If we're watching like cartoons or something that's not supposed to be too serious, then that's where we want our escapism at. If we want to see shows that are more got their ears to the ground socially, then that's where we would expect to see it. But it shouldn't be snuck in stupid places.
Well, there's a lot of this sort of like where in the olden days you'd have a dude who would be doing kicking ass, and then there'd be like a woman who'll be kicking ass. But nowadays it's like, right, we don't want males knowing how to kick ass. We want them to be like little bitches who will just fucking whimper and want women to do the fighting because they've seen women kicking ass. And so now it's just women.
Okay, also
that's not a I was muted. Okay.
No,
anyway, that's actually not a new thing. I mean, if you watch things like, say, Abbott and Costello, there has been a couple of movies where, the girls were tougher than the guys. Granted, it was for comedy, but it's not the first time that you've seen a woman be more in a fiercer.
It's not a new thing at all, and everyone who wants to complain about episodes of Married with Children and how misogynistic Married with Children
It wasn't just misogynistic, it was making fun of misogyny.
It made every man to look like a complete jerk off at the end of every fucking episode.
Yeah, but at least
they did do that. But the point is, in a lot of ways, it wasn't about misogyny. It was making fun of it.
Exactly. It was the same. It was the same thing.
People who do not like Married with Children do not catch the nuance of it.
It was the same thing with All in the Family. Everyone was like, All in the Family. Oh, you love Archie Bunker. No, Archie Bunker was made to.
His character was racist.
Yes, and you know what?
Fun of that.
And at the end of every episode, Archie Bunker was made to look like the jackass Like
Not
at the
always.
end-
It showed that he had learned a lesson. Like
yeah, but I'm
there was
saying
one episode where
that's
they had Sammy Davis Jr.
Yeah.
on there and they got along.
yes, that's what I'm saying. He was always made to look like the fucking ignorant jerk off. Like
Well,
people
because
got
they wanted to humorously show people that ignorant racists are jerk offs.
that was the point of the guy
Yeah.
who made the show. That was the point of Norman Lear, the guy who made the show.
And so I think that they did it in a humorous way. People of all kinds of backgrounds probably found at least ones with a sense of humor found that show fun. My parents thought it was fun. My parents liked all kinds of shows. They liked All in the Family. Well, sometimes they didn't like Meathead, Rob Reiner. They didn't like him. They thought Meathead.
Nobody liked Meathead.
True, but there was also my parents liked Married with Children. My mom felt so bad for poor Al. He went through so much and put up with his wife and stayed with her. And my mom appreciated him for that. His character, she really did. She's like, bless his heart.
Yeah, well,
And
I was gonna say,
puts it through.
I was going to say that with my children, Al was a bumbering sort of fucking buffoon, and like.
But he was also hardworking, fairly honest.
Yeah,
and
it was tough,
stayed faithful
though,
to his family. And stayed faithful to his
Yeah,
family.
but he was also tough. You know what I mean? Like he
had
like
Al was
Everybody
more
does.
masculine than Mark Hamill.
Yes, I will
No,
give him that because
no,
Mark Hamill did not do
no,
4 touchdowns at Cole Kai.
Pardon, sorry, Maura. I had to fucking try and get it through to Sasha that it's Luke Skywalker who's masculine.
I bet Al Bundy would kick the shit out of him.
Al Bundy did 4 touchdowns at Cole Kai in 1 game.
Exactly.
Fuck Skywalker.
Yeah, you're right there, Maura. Al Bundy, he played sports, didn't he? He was like a American footballer, college or whatever. That's how he married Thingy. He was like the no.
I always was like, crazy. Like, why do you not want to bang Peg? Peg
No,
was hot.
but that's how she plays it. It's like a right nagging stuff, like.
I don't know. Peg was hot.
Yeah, but I was just about to say, she was hot, but she was always nagging and putting Al down. But that's why,
Of course,
but Al would put her down, and so they'd just sort of like just be fucking.
She had a wig like the fucking Pope's hat, but
Did you know? Did you know that was her own wig for like 2 or 3
I
seasons?
know, yeah, I know that was actual giant Pope hat wig.
Yeah, what you say, Maura?
Sorry, voice text. Go ahead and mute me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but married each other, real funny though. And is it what's the daughter's name?
But
Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly.
No, he said the daughter.
I think you said the dog.
The daughter, she's brown. She's like
Christina Applegate.
yeah.
She helped a lot of guys go through their puberty.
Yeah. I tell you, she was one of them where fucking she was good looking but funny because like she knew like how to sell the jokes and
First of all of them were funny.
Because but like there was like the Simpsons, weren't they, where she was sort of like the slutty daughter who just wanted to go out and party. The son was sort of like the little pervy, he wanted to break his virginity. She was like the nagging housewife, and he was sort of like the doubting sort of fucking husband who would just take it all.
That shit with the fucking, what the fuck was it? Oh God, it was almost like Married Children, but the father was talking to the puppet, and he would go down to the basement, and there was a fucking puppet that had Bobcat Goldthwait's voice. Oh shit, what was it called?
Ooh.
Oh man, or Nikki Cox. Do you remember that girl?
Let's see.
Oh, Unhappily Ever After. There you go. That's it. I had to think about it.
Mm,
It was a
Nikki.
rip-off Married with Children show.
Right. Nikki Cox. American actress, anyway. So. I don't know. I think I might know. What? Yeah, it's hot though.
There was a fucking show called Unhappily Ever After that was a complete ripoff of Married with Children, except this dude was going into his basement and talking to a fucking puppet. Oh yeah, she was the daughter. She was the Christina Applegate of that show.
Yeah. Oh, fuck that bastard! But I think you can see a tit nearly in that.
Oh, this girl's tits were always hanging out.
Oh, her husband, man. I've seen him in a few.
Jay Moore. She's married to Jay Moore.
Yeah.
You have another guy, Jay Moore, Mohr.
Yeah. Science was he, but I don't know. But I think some 80s, but for me it was in.
Oh yeah, don't look at that before or after thing either.
Why? Oh, plastic surgery.
Yeah, it's bad,
Mm.
really bad. She looks like a Dick Tracy character now.
Right. Yeah, when surgery goes wrong, be fucking careful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't destroy your face.
No. But it's like one of them, though. Obviously, they're expecting it to fucking.
Don't inject botulism into your face.
Yeah. But at the time, they're not expecting it to fuck up, are they? But it's just one of them where fucking it's so much of a delicate fucking procedure. Any slight fuck ups, or usually it's because they fucking go cheap on the
I'm
fucking
just saying.
materials.
It's just like, when I see these women turn themselves into what looks like a tropical blowfish, it's not good.
Nah, I still bang them like, but
No, I saw. All right. Priscilla Presley, right, in the Naked Gun movies, you could tell she already had some work done on herself.
yeah.
But oh my god, I saw her even after that. No. Oh my god. Horrifying.
Yeah.
Just don't do
Yeah.
shit to your face. That's what I'm saying. Just don't do shit to your face.
Yeah, but yeah, you can't. It's one of them where it's easier said than done. Because like when they're older, no, because like if it was in the 20s or something, that's like, oh yeah, you want to be fucking careful and that. But when they're in the 60s, 70s, yeah.
But can people just
What's the worst that could happen?
can people just grow old gracefully? Can people just do that?
Not in Hollywood.
Hey, no, Diane Lane. She's gotten older. Still looks fucking awesome. Gillian Anderson. She's another one that's older. Looks just fucking fine.
Yeah, but some of them, if they've got the young gene, though, they don't need it.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's dangerous, though. Because, like, Roseanne, though.
Horrifying. It's horrifying. Why do you want to fucking say to someone? Why do you want to go into your fucking plastic surgeon and say, "Make me look like a fucking blowfish"? Like, why do you want to do that? Like,
Well, I think it's one of them where the think it does look attractive and it's body dysmorphia in it, so to them they think it's attractive. Because I've seen some of them women where they're quite young and that, you know, they're in the 20s and that, and as you said, they look like blowfishes and that, and they look like fucking.
I've seen when young girls get that nasty fucking lip injection shit.
Yeah, it does look a bit sort of like a blow.
Nasty. It's nasty.
Yeah, but they think it looks good. They think it's attractive. Maybe to some people it is, especially if you've got like a fetish for China dolls. Because I always think the faces always look like porcelain. Because the skins gets too sort of smooth, and then it's like porcelain. It's like no one's got that. Well, maybe newborn babies have skin that smooth, but what about them ones who fucking get like fake muscles implants? Have you seen them?
Stupid.
Yeah. That dude.
Anyone who wants to get implants and stuff is fucking stupid.
Yeah. Well, I'd say.
Brandon, look, yes, I will say.
If it's neat.
But I will say, I did grow up around the era of reading Playboy magazines and watching porn, and there were plenty of girls with giant fake tits and all. Yeah, you know.
Well, yeah, but thinking about when they go to,
I was kind of brought up on that thing, but
well,
I
I
mean,
prefer the natural ones.
yeah, who
Yeah.
wouldn't? Who wouldn't?
Yeah. Well, if they look too fake though, because like you can have like fake tits that look real.
But does a woman like a guy with fake muscle implants? Like if a guy has fake pecs and
Well, it's like fake titties, isn't it? It's like
it is. I see the people with
if it's too much and you're not feeling them.
The first thing I remember seeing this fucking guy had calf muscle implants. That's the first thing like this motherfucker actually had like his calves look like Popeye's forearm.
Yeah, well, the calf muscle is quite hard to fucking.
It is, but I'm saying the way this guy's legs look.
Let's have a fucking let's bring some up. Like, yeah.
Right. I'll be back in a second.
All right. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Shooting this. Yeah. It's like probably costs a couple of grand and all. You know, not much difference there. Probably if you fucking just did some fucking toe fucking lifts or whatever you do for your calf muscle, it'd have got like for its calf muscles up like that. It's fucking easy and all. Well, easy like motion. It's fucking hard once you get to about 10, but you just put quite a bit of weight in a barbell on your shoulders, so much weight, and then you just fucking ping up on your toes. So get your big calf muscles like that. Well, obviously not like that, because they're fake ones, but you thought,
What the fuck are you looking up? Calf implants? Did I
yeah,
come back to you looking up calf
yeah,
implants?
you will see. Well, you're the one that said it. You went, oh,
I know. I went to I went to the kitchen to grab an iced tea and some snacks. And now,
yeah,
now I'm seeing calf implants. Okay.
yeah. I was saying, there ain't much of that difference. If you'd have fucking gone to the, well, you don't even have to go to the gym if you've got some weights at home, but if you'd done some fucking calf muscle exercises, it wouldn't even have to have that implant. It'd just got big calves like that. But yeah, ridiculous. Cheating and all. Fucking. Like, yeah. I mean, what's the point in having it look like you've got muscles if you haven't got muscles? Because then you're not
So
going to
you
go
look
to
like
the gym.
Popeye.
Yeah. But yeah, these fucking implant things, they can look weird and all, man. but you just want to lift because then like you've got the strength, sort of like when you need it, instead of having like no strength but loads of fucking whatever.
I'm just wondering what happens if you have implant biceps and you try to lift a bunch of weights. Is it gonna pop?
No, you just won't be able to lift them.
Like a balloon?
Well, yeah, well, it's basically like if they fucking just wrapped a fucking with sellotape on the outside, fucking some plastic that made them look. It won't make them any stronger. It's just synthetic. It just makes them look like they've got big muscles, but they haven't. So basically, they'd be as strong as fucking what they are without them.
Whatever. Everything's stupid.
Yeah.
Everything.
Well,
When I say
yeah.
everything, I mean everything.
Yeah.
I was going into a rant before you started.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Did you want to go off on one, man? I can
Well,
like take 5.
I'm going to eat a bag of snacks right now. And then I have therapy in the morning. So if you want me to go on a rant right now.
No,
I'll go
I'm
on
saying,
a rant right
yeah. Well, I'm saying if you want
now. And then I'll shut down.
one.
Okay. So the rant of right now is, so I'm going to have to be vaccinated for every single goddamn thing I do. I don't go anywhere. I don't do anything.
Well,
I'm gonna have
yeah.
to be vaccinated.
Well,
So
is it?
wait, hang on one sec. So if I'm not vaccinated, they're gonna send people to drag me out of my house to vaccinate me?
Yeah. Well, they can't legally do that, but they probably will do. But it's a
They can't, but they're working on it.
yeah,
Right?
yeah. I'm saying legally they can't do that because it's a
But they're working on it.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. But fucking, it's like when you get smacked up in fucking prisons, they're not allowed to do that legally. But fucking, you start fucking giving the wardens or whatever shit, and you're probably going to find a few fucking wet
They want to
towels.
make it that I can't go to a goddamn supermarket.
Yeah, hey, well, it's against the not Javina. G- what's it? Does it begin with a J? Yeah.
The Geneva Convention.
Yes, the Geneva Convention fucking rules, as in you are not allowed, or they're not allowed to give you any medicine that's not approved, because it's not approved, this vaccine. Because if this vaccine was approved, then they won't be breaking the Geneva Convention.
Okay, and it's now been turned into a fucking political weapon.
Yeah,
Whether
yeah.
I get a fucking vaccine or not. Now I get to have people constantly calling for my death because I choose not to get the vaccine, and that's fucking fine. That's fucking fine. But if I call someone a word they don't like, I can be crucified on a public fucking forum.
Well, right,
Because I don't want to get your fucking vaccination, you can call for me getting lined up in the street and shot in a fucking firing squad. Yeah, I seen that shit. I saw that shit. Twitter. Twitter. Yeah, I see what you fucking let go to fucking for people to fucking say Twitter. You bunch of fucks.
Eugenia Carano.
Fuck you, Twitter. Fuck you, Twitter, and fuck you, YouTube. Fuck the both of you. Sorry, Jens.
I don't care. I'd be saying this if I was fucking getting, well, if they try and force me, obviously I'm a masculine man, so I'm just gonna fucking
ain't nobody forcing me to do shit.
Oh yeah, don't let them, man.
Hey, what happened to my body, my choice?
Yeah,
you fucking cocksuckers. What happened to that bullshit? Hey, what happened to that bullshit? You motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's experimental fucking vaccine and all. So as I say, that's why you can't they can't inject you with an experimental fucking vaccine. I think they're allowed to inject.
I'm sorry, I'm getting a little fucking
Oh yeah.
Loud now, man. I'm sorry.
No, you won't.
I just told you before. I had a lot of shit to say.
Yeah.
And honestly, Jens, I'm not gonna stay much longer because I have to go soon, and I have to fucking get up early and do stuff. But I appreciate you having me here. I know I haven't been live streaming too much.
Yeah. Well, cheers for popping on,
But
Sasha.
when I come back, it's going to be more of this type of shit that I'm saying. Where it's not going to be too lax. So, if anyone wants to stop by, they're more than welcome to.
Yeah, because you like planning on doing any streams?
I have a lot more to say than what I already said tonight.
Yeah, you
so-
said stream and that, man, because like label it the fucking
Mm,
rant stream.
it's gonna be a rant.
Yeah. Well, you want to, man? Because like this is the thing. If they're thinking that they can get you to take this vaccine,
Force me. Literally force me to.
Yeah, well, as I said, the fucking can't do, as in the Geneva Convention says you cannot force people to take experimental medicine if they don't want to. I think it could be any medicine.
Jens, there is way much more that I can say than what I already said. But I'm going to save it up for the middle of the month when I watch what unfolds, because it's been unfolding and unfolding more as the months go on. So I'll see. Middle of the month, I'm going to give my first report on everything on my own live stream. So
Yeah.
So I guess I could thank the world for making me want to continue doing my own YouTube channel. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, you got a good YouTube channel. Yeah, I like it. Cause like so you not doing much movie reviews then.
No. I would. I mean, on other people's channels, yeah. I don't think so on my own channel.
Cause I still got Remo.
Or we could do that on your channel.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'll have to like get it set up there, sort of thing.
But Jens.
Yeah. Go on political then. Yeah, Sasha.
Thanks for letting me chill, man.
Hey, well, I
Moira,
say,
Moira, I don't know if Moira can hear me. But did you mute her again?
No, she's viewed herself.
Alright. So I think I'm set for the middle of the month. I think what's today? 6th?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna wait to see what happens. I'll be back in the middle of the month doing my own live streams.
Yeah. I say if you want me on and that, man.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I'll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man. Thanks again.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having us. Thanks for coming on, Sasha, and that, man. Yeah.
Later, man.
Yeah. Later, Sasha.
What's going on?
Sasha's left. He's got the link, so if he wants to come back on, he can. But he went on a bit of a sort of rant because they're trying to force him to take fucking the vaccine, or else.
So, like right now?
Well, I don't think at his door right now.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sitting here like he just left.
Yeah.
So like right now?
Yeah. Well, yeah. It was like, oh yeah, he's had to like cut off the stream because he's got fucking Como's fucking or Fauci's fucking ouchie boys at his door. But no, I think he said he's going to do some on his channel at the end of the in the middle of the month. So that's in like a week or two, sort of thing.
Okay, so I thought you were trying to tell me that at like 1:30 in the morning his time, there's motherfuckers knocking on his door to give him a shot.
Yeah. It did sound like, but yeah. But what
So I was like, what?
Yeah. Well, it could be sort of thing though if he's not going to go get it because what I could gather.
Well, no, they're going to try during the day first.
Yeah. But what I could gather from...
I told that silly motherfucker to come to Oklahoma and fucking listen.
Yeah. Well, I said get out of New York. I didn't know where to go, but you know, because like it's fucking like I don't know if he still might be able to fucking get out of there. You sort of like fucking. Or I don't know, depending on like fucking what circumstances, but yeah, I think though they're gonna be like coming to his door and forcing him because I think as I said, like it's breaking the Geneva Convention law
and Nuremberg Code.
Yeah, Nuremberg Code.
That was what Nuremberg Code was all about. Was not doing weird ass shit to people.
Yeah. Because I was saying, I was saying the Geneva Convention, but the Nuremberg Code. Where
Geneva. You're also right. There is a spot in the Geneva Convention about it too. You're not wrong. I think it's Article 30, but I'm not totally sure. There's a lot to it. But so technically, it's a violation of at least 2 or 3 international laws because there's also the Declaration of Helsinki from 1964. That's a little more lax, but not that fucking lax. Most people don't know about that one. So literally, there's been international codes for this sort of business.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know what you do when like the whole planet is kind of breaking international law. That's kind of a mess, dude. Like I don't know what to make of that.
Oh yeah, well, like the globalists are like going for their because this was supposed to be sort of like slowly, you know that.
They were probably hoping side effects wouldn't show up so damn quick.
Yeah. Well, there was hoping and all that loads of people would be vaccinated. So when the side effects,
they are.
Well, they say there is, but I think they've only got about 30%, and they need about like 60.
I think it varies from region to region, but I think in the U.S. I think it's close to 70, or is on the planet it was 70%.
Yeah, be on the planet. Cause I'm sure in America.
I think that's supposed to be past the herd immunity threshold. Like at this point it shouldn't, But so apparently they're not using that term anymore. That's gone out the window right now.
Yeah. Well, like that you can't pattern herd immunity, so the drug companies don't like that.
Well, I mean that's
free drugs.
That's usually their talking point, though.
Yeah. Well,
and so that's kind of gone out the window. Now it's like nobody gets they're like, fuck it. They're like, oh dear.
Yeah. Well, they know.
It's like, this could kill you, but do it anyway. Like, well, fuck.
Yeah. Well,
you tell me that I could spread a disease and do all this to people, no matter what. Well, fuck.
Yeah, well, they know that there's a lot of people who won't give a fuck. As in that, some woman, she was like, I don't care what's in the vaccine. I'm not reading what's in the vaccine. I'm just sticking out my arm and taking.
Oh my god, I saw something like that today. I nearly died. Like, I saw a tweet and it says, I don't care if it takes 12 booster shots. Tell me when and where and I'll be there. I was like, holy fuck.
Yeah, yo.
She's a voter, and she's a voter here in Oklahoma. I'm like, oh fuck, I cannot comment what I want to say. Fuck.
Yeah. Well,
I'm like, I mean, I'm sure she was probably being sarcastic, but still, like she probably literally didn't actually go for 12. But dang, that's woo.
Well, women are more susceptible to like getting sort of if they think it's good for the cause, they'll
Sometimes, usually the best way to manipulate is to tell them it's for the children.
yeah,
That usually gets everybody. So cause, almost every cause has been for the greater good and for the children, whether it was or not, didn't matter. In history, I'm not saying on this per se, but like that on the channel shut down. But in general, that's what. Yeah.
Yeah, well, like us dudes, well, like we don't give a fuck because
that's not entirely true. You'd be amazed how many dudes have been on the internet saying they got a shot.
Yeah, but like in general, us dudes, well, like we're not really bothered as long as it's not affecting those fuck off sort of thing. Where women are more like, oh fucking hell, I don't want Doreen next door thinking I'm a fucking super spreader.
Well, you're referring to females succumbing to social pressures of their peers.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see that, but I think that's almost. I almost think that's doesn't have a gender at this point in our society because there's guys who don't want their buddies to think they're like not cool or they're scared.
Yeah. That's the thing with dudes. If you want to manipulate a dude, you like play on his sort of like fucking masculinity. Say like, oh yeah, you pussy bitch. You dead because like if.
And he'll be like, I'm not. I'll prove I'm not a puss.
Yeah. Because if Fauci came out and went, right, this fucking vaccine is fucking killing everyone, but if you don't take it, you're a pussy bitch. There'll be people like,
some people might go for it, some might not.
Yeah,
I need
they'll be like, right,
case.
I'll fucking show that vaccine.
I got a headache.
Give me 3 of them. But yeah. And like so the vaccines they're like getting thingy, but I'm sure America's about like 35%, and they need it like about 70-80%. They fucking love 90, but they know they're not getting that. Because that's why they're doing all this sort of like job shit. Like if you don't
fucking... Sorry, I was trying to refill my juice.
Yeah, because like
and I've got a thumping headache. Oh,
doctor. And what's that?
Oh, hello there, doctor. Slasher will be back in a bit. Hopefully.
Oh yeah, well yeah, I don't know because like he did sort of sound pretty sort of pissed in that because he was ranting about the gonna do forced vaccines in his area, and so he was saying that he's going to be doing a stream on his channel middle of this month about it. So I don't know exactly what his stream's going to be about, but it's probably going to be about the forced vaccine because he's because like when he went, I said tomorrow. Oh, he went because Mora thought there was at his door right now, sort of like at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Well, I'm concerned for him because I can't imagine who'd be knocking on his door at 1:30 his time.
Yeah. Well,
I think I'm gonna message him. I think I'm gonna message him and see if he's all right.
Yeah, I think he's all right, but we just misunderstanding one it where it was like, no, he's fucking like pissed off. Yeah, they're good. I don't know how long he's got at all because like there'll be some deadline, won't they? Unless it's gone past the deadline. I don't think. I'm not in New York, so I haven't. No, because like there'll be like all these fucking like signposters or whatever with the date and fucking get it before we get you.
Oh my.
Yeah. There is a lot of pussies all around that, like, if the government just started getting nasty, like, right, we're gonna come and get you and that shit, man. Fucking yeah. But that's what they basically are gonna be doing. But I think it's a bluff, though. I was trying to tell Sasha, like, there's a law, you know, if enough of you people just sort of like go in and like, no, we're not fucking doing it, and that there'd be too much bad press of them getting dragged off, especially
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that might not do any good to some degree because in different places here in the U.S. there are buildings that are got the windows blacked out, where oftentimes even police will take people where they cannot get a hold of a lawyer or anything else.
Yeah.
And so if they can do that and people don't hardly know about it, they can do that to other people, especially when society is so amped up, like half of society is so amped up, they just think, oh, well, they're against vaccines, so they deserve whatever they get and won't do anything at all.
Yeah. Well,
you can get away with anything if you can sway public opinion enough.
Yeah. Well, when you got the public on your side, yeah, you say, like, yeah, you can fucking do what you like. But I say, like, it's against, like, Geneva Convention and the Nuremberg.
Some of these tactics are against a few different laws.
Yeah.
And so, but the people you would complain to are the ones that are in charge. So it's like, oh, shit.
Yeah. Well, like, I'm thinking if enough people in New York started fucking making this fact known and that, like, it could.
People are afraid of being called a terrorist or insurrectionist. So people are scared to look like that.
Yeah, but that's denial. Vaccine isn't he? So, like, if you did denying fucking it works, but you're not denying that it works. You just sort of like denying them to give you it. Because there is some.
Oh, he hasn't responded to my message. That's weird.
Oh, well, he's pissed, isn't he? Well, as in, like, pissed off. He's not.
Well, I don't know how he didn't know. I thought he knew about what was going on in New York. I knew. I assumed he did. My bad.
Yeah. Well, I don't know when the deadline is, but it must be coming up soon because he's probably like fucking wanting to be like getting away from it, sort of thing. I'm trying to stop it because it's illegal. You can't start fucking.
The people that could stop it are the ones doing it.
Yeah, but
it's like wanting to go. It's like having a problem at a restaurant and wanting to talk to the manager, and the manager is the person giving you the problem.
Yeah, like but if enough people in that restaurant just stood up and started fucking chanting fucking.
Almost nobody has that in them anymore.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying.
Times have made weak people.
Yeah. You're not wrong there, but I'm saying that's the only thing I can think of. Well, right now, sort of thing to help the people of New York and any other places where they're doing forced vaccines. as I say, I'm masculine, mate. I'm going to do a Rambo. And we're like, they pushed me, I didn't push them. And like, I'm just going to go to the hills on a bike. So I'm all right, mate. And if for somehow I don't fucking beat up a bunch of punks I wanted to force it and vaccinate me, then like yeah, I'll just have to fucking take the vaccination. There'll be no fucking they'll have you pinned up. But it's against the law, and as I say, because like can't force you. They're just saying they can. It's like when you fucking trying to manipulate someone and you're telling them that you can do something that you can't, but well you can't without their sort of what's it called? Not compatibility. Compliance. Without their compliance. You know
But they'll force the compliance.
Yeah, but then it makes it look bad, if you know what I mean. And so that's when they might be just bluffing. You know, when you say to someone, "Oh yeah, fucking come over here and I'll kill you." Well, you're not going to kill them, Well,
that's why I usually offer just to kick their ass.
Yeah.
Just to kick, because one, threatening to kill someone's a bit extreme.
Yeah.
But I get your point. It doesn't mean you're literally going to kick their ass.
Yeah. It's
I mean, you might. I mean, it depends on what happens. But I mean, generally, it's just shit talking.
Yeah, it's more of a threat to get you in the mind to be like, oh right, well I better do what you say, or you're going to kick my ass.
Well, I've seen videos of people going door to door, and they have members of the military with them.
Holy fuck! When did this happen?
Australia's in some deep shit because they're under martial law right now. They're not even allowed to leave their house unless they can prove their own business.
Yeah. Well, Australia. I'm not saying
Australia started out as a well, I mean, as far as colonization, it started out as a penal colony and has turned into one again.
Yeah. I'm not saying all Australians are dumb cunts, but there's a majority of them. That's why they're in the situation they're in, I think.
Yeah, right. So sorry, Australia. No offense.
Yeah, you should have fucking read a few.
Protest and riot against the idea of what was happening, and that's when they shut down Sky News. So they can't even and I'm like, oh shit. That's bad when they shut down a country's news. It's like, oh.
Oh yeah. Well, that's proper like fucking dictator.
Basically, like almost like a blackout.
Yeah. Oh, they have to with it. A news blackout.
It's called media blackout.
Yeah, media blackout. Yeah, that's what you have to do because you don't want fucking the public to know what you're doing.
Oh, I can imagine they don't want to broadcast it. It's probably pretty fucking bad. I used to hear a saying that the revolution will not be televised. Now I'm starting to get why.
Yeah. Because
that was a strange saying. I didn't quite understand.
Yeah. Because I always thought like, well, when it was done in the 70s, sort of thing, like you think, oh yeah, well, obviously because there's only a few cameras anyway. But now,
everybody's phones, but they can easily jam those up and take those down.
Here we go, Sasha. They'll shoot me before I take that needle. Yeah, that's it, Sasha.
Oh, hi, Sasha. I sent you a message. I thought something had happened to you.
Well, he's probably been doing his sort of like sit-ups like Chuck Norris.
Get a Bowflex or a Total Gym.
Well, yeah. Well, no, Sasha, I got a Total, but you can use sort of like furniture to get that sort of effect, but obviously it's best for a Total Gym. but there is some like exercises you can do because they're in jail. You know, people in
I
jail.
would say jail style, where you're kind of off the edge of the bed, doing like these
Yeah,
you have your
yeah,
hands on the back of the bed, and you're kind of working on your back arms and shit.
yeah.
Back of your arms, not your back arms, your back of your arms, blah.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, yeah.
using the bed and just do sit-ups and shit.
Yeah. The pretty good, but it's one of them where you get more trimmed. You don't get bulked up because it's more trimming sort of
Honestly,
exercise.
he and I should both focus more on walking and running, because that's where you're, yeah. It may not be a strength situation. It may have to be a running situation. And me, they'll catch me in like less than 5 minutes. I'll fall over.
Yeah,
Don't tempt them.
Well, yeah, I'll figure. I'll put that back down. Yeah, but that's the sort of attitude you want, sort of thing. It's like you might get shot, but hopefully you'll survive, and then you'll be able to sue. Here we go. Never, I would say, never am I taking that needle. No reason giving a dead man a vaccination. Yeah. Oh, there's JJ. Oh,
Yeah.
hey, JJ, man.
What's up, everyone?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, all right, and I'm all right, but Sasha, he's fucking having a bit of trouble because he's in New York, isn't he? He's fucking having these cunts come round, fucking force vax. Saying that.
Yeah.
Oh, I told that place was a bad place to be. I've been trying to get him out of there for a year. Fucking no one ever listen.
Can't you drive up there, Mora? Fucking do a snake plissken.
Man, I can't even have my car during the day because we only got one vehicle. New York. I have travel anxiety. I don't do well trying to travel more than 15 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
Yeah. I then tried to get her to come to Florida, and I even offered to try to pay for the trip. She won't even do it.
Yeah. Yeah, you got. Yeah, you sort of stay sort of like, yeah, comfortable.
What was that? What was that band playing when the Titanic went down? Close to my Lord to Thee or some shit. You might as well learn how to play that, I guess, if he's gonna go down with the ship.
Yeah. Yeah. One of them where it's like, yeah. We'll rehearse this number, but hopefully we'll never play it.
Well, right, I mean, I don't want anything to happen to him. But it's hard not to assume the worst.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, there's that saying, plan for the worst, hope for the best.
Hope for the best, plan for the worst.
Right, yeah. Sort of like.
Or prepare for the worst, whatever.
Yeah,
it's motto.
Yeah, I got the saying right, it was just like in the wrong sort of. But, yeah, depends. Yeah. Well, yeah, fucking. Yep.
What you doing, Peaches? What's up, Slasher? I come up here and you're gone. What the fuck is up with that shit?
I think he's probably pacing back and forth in his house, trying to figure out what to do.
Yeah.
Now, personally, I would have told him, but I thought he already knew they were doing this shit in New York. Like, I thought he already knew. I would have told him had I'd assumed if I heard about it, he must have.
Now, mind you, I hope you know I'm fucking with you. I'm not serious.
Oh, okay.
Slasher. No, Slasher. Yeah, I'm fucking with you.
Well, yeah. I think let's see if what we can get on Google for him, sort of thing.
Yeah, but I'm not hanging out long tonight. I got to go get poked tomorrow. I got to go get some blow work done. Got to. Doctors are kind of demanding this shit right now, and I'm like, I don't want to, but yeah, I kind of got to. I ain't had nothing done in a year. But I've been lurking.
Yeah, you do. But other than that, yeah,
Do what?
yeah, I like watch the Bad Batch and that. So yeah, I can watch your Bad Batch review now on that. It's like
Oh, what? You started watching it,
but
or
yeah,
you've been watching it?
well, no, I'm gonna watch it because I watched it because it's like Sunday, sort of like late.
Let's see. You're 5 hours ahead, so it's going to be Sunday at
Yeah, well, that's why I watched the Bad Batch because like for some reason,
hang on. I think it'd be 1:30 in the morning for you.
yeah, so like
When we go live, I think it'd be like 1:30 in the morning for you.
yeah. Well, like the fucking episode, I didn't see it until fucking after, and so I didn't want to spoil him, but I'm gonna have to like watch your review, so because like yeah. What channel
Hmm.
is it?
Chaos Central.
Yeah, Chaos Central does like reviews of the Bad Batch and that. You get late to the party, talking shit. LOL.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I wasn't late to the party, bro. Was not late to the party. I've been lurking. I've been watching the whole time.
yeah.
Just didn't say anything.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
because I even saw when Dariennes was looking up calf implants. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like we're talking about that fake muscle, like some people fucking get instead of like working out.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I used to have that naturally.
yeah. That's right.
Because I started at around 13. I used to ride a bike,
Yeah.
15 miles round trip just to get laid.
Yeah, yeah, and they've been the exercise getting laid. No, so a right good fucking workout.
Damn right.
Yeah,
Damn right. I did it for so long, and also being on my feet for right at 10 years, being I don't know what you guys call it. We call it a delivery person, courier.
yeah.
You know, UPS, FedEx. I don't know what you guys have over there. DHL. I used to work for DHL.
Yeah. Like,
Up and down stairs all day. You know, around apartments, flats, or whatever.
yeah. Especially if it's
So I had naturally nice sized calves for my body type.
Yeah. That's
And my thighs. Yeah, and my thighs. But my upper half, I look like a reverse Popeye. Okay, my legs were freaking huge, but my arms weren't that built.
Yeah. There was a footballer. He played for Brazil, but he was like that. His legs, like he was a bodybuilder, but his upper half just looked like normal. So, oh, try and get a picture of it.
So what's up, Peaches? Oh my God, she's not even paying me no mind.
What? Sorry. Don't y'all
I just
have
had I just asked what's been going on.
Everything's kind of at a standstill at the moment. Although tomorrow there's some sort of like some kind of GOP get together, and I'm like, ugh.
A good old picnic. Yeah, I like those.
That is cute. But yeah, why not? But yeah, it's not far from here, so I was thinking of possibly showing up and schmoozing a smidge.
Yeah, come on. Some good old fashioned turkey and ham on rye. Got some
I
watermelon, cantaloupe.
I don't think it's having an actual picnic. I don't actually know what the fuck they're doing.
I know. It just sounds good though, don't it?
Well, it does.
Okay. Just trying to be a fool, but you won't let me sometimes because, oh man, why so serious? Nothing. Okay. You talk about what was this I was hearing earlier, Jens? Please reiterate, for God's sake. Please reiterate. What the hell are you talking about? Luke Skywalker versus Bruce Lee. What the hell was that shit about?
He's dropping for a while now.
I told you I've been lurking.
Right. What it was is I was saying, and you'll probably agree with me on this, JJ, that like
I doubt that.
no, right? I was saying, oh shit, Sasha's going. I just have a good one, everyone. Yeah, you too. Yeah, he's got one now, sort of thing. Yeah, shit.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Wow.
I love the boy to death, so I've learned to give him a wide berth. It's because we didn't do our review Wednesday because he wasn't feeling up to it. So if he feels up to it, we'll do it Saturday night. But that's only if he feels up to it. I ain't gonna pressure him. Nothing good ever came from pressure. So I'll keep rescheduling. If he doesn't want to do it until Wednesday, well, I'll reschedule it. Because I try to do what I can for people. I may not be able to do much, but I can try to accommodate. But anyway, I'm sorry, Jens. Go ahead.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So I was saying that Mark Hamilton, he's not all that masculine because he's an actor, but when he plays Luke Skywalker and he's like a fucking badass Jedi training with like Yoda and that, and from then on, he's masculine. Halfway through, like he's a bit of a soy sort of like. Well, he's young and he's more of a child, but then halfway through the like trilogy, he sort of like gets real masculine and mans up, doesn't he? Because then he's sort of like full-fledged Jedi now.
Well, actually, not really. When we pick up Luke in The Empire Strikes Back is about 2 years after A New Hope.
Yeah.
He's been slowly but surely trying to, Ben's been coaching him behind the scenes, or Obi-Wan, for those of you keeping up, been coaching him, behind the scenes as a ghost or whatnot. Voices in his head or whatnot, and then when he appears to him for the first time on Hoth and tells him to go see Yoda. Luke's already been, he's uncome, physical shape. He's already come a ways from when we met him in episode 4, because he was just a 19-year-old kid. And this is just a couple years later, so he's, 20, 21, something like that. But for the role, he had to buff up a little bit because I heard you guys talking about it. the one handstand
Yeah.
was actually Mark Hamill. He was on wires
Yeah. But
because
like,
they even show him in the movie. You can tell. You can look at him and tell he's upside down.
oh yeah. Well, like, yeah, I was saying to do that though, it is fucking hard because like doing handstand with two hands is quite difficult, but on one hand it is fucking hard because you got to have
Oh,
your
he
back
did. He.
and that.
But
Yeah, yeah.
that's what I just said. He was just basically pretending to do that handstand. You know, he was on wires. He was being balanced
Mhm.
to pull it off, to pull the shot off.
Yeah.
But
Why did you say it though?
stop it. But stop and think about it for a moment. You're trying to. You're basically putting a fictional character against a real person. Bruce Lee would have ate him for breakfast.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. But I was saying though, they look quite similar. Mark Hamilton
Actually,
and
not
Bruce
really.
Lee.
You know, Bruce Lee was smaller.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well,
He had a smaller build than Mark Hamill did, but
Mhm.
Bruce Lee was a lot quicker.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was his body fat. Every part of Bruce Lee was muscle. There was no sort. Well, there was like body fat, but there was like hardly any because that's how like he was so quick because he trained like fuck.
Yep. Because I wasn't big on Bruce Lee movies, but I do watch this one TV show that was back in the '60s,
Oh yeah,
mid to late '60s, called The Green Hornet.
yeah.
Bruce Lee played in it, a character named Kato.
Yeah. But apparently, when Bruce Lee well, doing Kato and that, he was so fast that back in the 60s and that the cameras couldn't pick him up, and so it was a bit blurry and that, and he didn't look all that good. So he had to slow some of his movements down, so the camera. Yeah.
Enter the Dragon, Return of the Dragon, and a few other of his films. He had to slow his fighting down.
Yeah. I was saying though, this JJ, Mark Hamilton, when he gets to like Return of the Jedi, he's real masculine when he's telling Jabba the Hutt to release his mates or he's gonna kill him. And that shit, you know, like giving him orders, like, oh, Jabba,
Well, also
I'll give you one more chance.
way. Yeah. He was that way because he was a lot more sure of himself because he already had a plan unfolding at that moment.
Well, that's what I was saying. I was saying like Luke Skywalker is fucking masculine as fuck when he gets like halfway through the sort of like trilogy, and especially in Return of the Jedi, because he's just a badass fucking Jedi Knight by then.
It looks that way, but no. Maybe I'm just splitting hairs, but he didn't even find out about himself being a Jedi until towards the end, fighting his father.
Yeah.
It's just he knew that he had grown more powerful than when he first started the journey, and by this time, because it was like maybe, like I said, about maybe 2 years in between 4 and 5, but there was I think somewhere like 3 to 5 years in between 5 and 6. So he's had time to progress. Because between 5 and 6, he already returns back home to Tatooine, and he goes to Obi-Wan's house and finds his blueprints and starts to build his second saber, the green one.
Yeah,
Because if you episode 3, if you look at Obi-Wan's saber there, and you look at Luke's and Return of the Jedi, they're very similar.
yeah.
Very similar. The only real difference is the blade color.
Yeah.
And rumor has it, it's not canon, but rumor has it that the green crystal for his blade came from Qui-Gon's saber. Because when Obi-Wan retreated, when Yoda went to Dagobah, Obi-Wan went to Tatooine. When Obi-Wan left, he left with 3 sabers. He had his own, he had Anakin's, and he had Qui-Gon's.
Yeah, he definitely has Anakin's, doesn't he? Because he gives it to him in Star Wars: New Hope.
Yeah, he gives Luke basically his father's saber.
Yeah,
And he also had Qui-Gon's.
right.
Because remember he kept it after he got killed.
Right. Yeah. Well. Yeah.
And his blade was green.
Right. Yeah.
Now, like I said, that's not canon, but that's the going rumor because it makes sense. It's like, well, where did he get the crystal from?
Yeah.
So are we boring you yet, Maura?
Well, your timing's terrible on asking that. So I was about to say I was gonna pop out for a bit or whatever.
Yeah.
Bye,
Cheers.
Peach.
Yeah.
Bye,
Cheers. Yeah. Cheers for popping on that, Mara. And that you got your channel out if you want to.
But yeah, no, I like I said, Jens, I wasn't gonna stay very long. I gotta be up in the morning, but I do want to thank you for inviting me on. I'm sorry I couldn't get here sooner.
Yeah. Popping on, yeah.
Yeah, man. And I gotta apologize. I ain't nothing real serious, but it's just I haven't been feeling all that great the past couple days. Blood sugar spiking and stuff like that. That's kind of like what you got to deal with being diabetic.
Yeah.
And sometimes it just makes me feel like shit, and I haven't been all that sociable the past couple of days, and want to apologize, Slasher, if you happen to be listening. I apologize for that. Maura, I apologize.
Yeah.
Because I don't want no one thinking that, oh, you just come around when you want to. No, there's reasons for that.
No, I do. It's okay.
Yeah. I'm happy for anyone to pop on in that, like especially like someone who with knowledge in that. So like Star Wars knowledge
Now I'm warning you, my friend. I'm warning you. You ever want to talk Star Wars? I'm the guy to do that because I love talking about it. Because
I'll leave y'all to it. Lots of hugs, y'all.
love you too, darling.
yeah, cheers,
But yeah, no, I'm the guy to have that conversation with. But it drives both her and Slasher crazy.
Yeah,
I've had Slasher leave before and come back and goes, oh, we're still talking about this.
yeah.
But yeah, I know. I've always said this. I know a little bit too much, and I don't even read the books, man. I'm talking about just from movies and video games. I know a lot.
Yeah. Well, the video games did sort of like become sort of their own stories, didn't they? Sort of like own canon in their own way.
Well, So were the books, but they weren't canon at the time because when all the books and stuff were starting to emerge through the years, you know, Lucas signed off on them, but he never officially made them part of the storyline. When Disney bought the IP, they threw all the expanded universe aside and they started rewriting the canon. And you know, ever since 2014, 2012, 13 or 14, whenever the sale went through, is when they started putting out their content. It was to the point that, okay, y'all don't even know where the fuck y'all are going with it because some of this shit don't even make sense. Just like with the Bad Batch. Just like with the Bad Batch.
Oh, I like the Bad Batch though. Because
yeah, but it's starting to make sense because, especially the time frame. They're talking about, you know, ending the clones, bringing in the conscripts or the actual stormtroopers, and they are following Legends to some degree because in Legends, Palpatine wiped out the Kaminoans, the cloners, wiped them out.
Then like told that, yeah.
And are you caught up? Did you see last week's episode?
Yeah. As I say, like I've seen it, and so like I'm not sure your review about it now because like I didn't want to spoil it because I don't know if your review had spoilers, but it probably must have. Sort of thing.
Oh yeah. Every time we talk about it, it's a full spoiler conversation because we go into everything: what we like, what we dislike, what we just like with my random movie reviews. I kind of follow the same platform.
Yeah.
You know what your overall thoughts? What did you like? What did you dislike? You know, for future episodes, what are your predictions? Give me a grade. You know, how would you grade this episode? And also, I saw some videos of shit that I missed in this last episode. The Gen 1, Mark 1s, whatever you want to call them, stormtroopers. Their armor is based off Ralph McQuarrie's original art.
All right. Oh wow.
Do you know? Do you know who Ralph McQuarrie is?
No.
Okay. All right. Ralph McQuarrie was the guy that basically designed all the stuff from the original trilogy. The concept artist.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I thought George Lucas did, but like I know George Lucas did a few drawings, didn't he?
He did all the writing, but as far as the concept art for it was Ralph McQuarrie.
Right. Yeah.
And the stormtroopers the first rendition of the stormtroopers that McQuarrie designed, they had lightsabers also.
Right. Yeah.
And I just found this out a few days ago that the stormtroopers that are depicted in last week's episode are made after his drawings. So this is before they turn into the stormtroopers that we met in episode 4.
Yeah. Got some changes in it.
Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you what, man. It's some wonderful art. Let me do something real quick. If you like art, okay. MCQ. Yeah, that's it. Ralph McQuarrie images. StreamYard. Okay, in the private chat. It's a long one, but there you go. That's some of Ralph McQuarrie's artwork.
All right, let's see if I can. I don't know what happened. Back onto the stream maps. Yeah, I'll share it. Yeah, it's on.
Okay, yeah, you didn't have to, but I just figured I'd give you something to look at.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you want to share it, that's solely up to you.
Yeah. So, yeah, some good artwork there.
Hang on, I'll show you what I'm talking about. See, he did a lot of the concept work, like that very first picture. That's Luke Starkiller and Darth Vader, because that was his name at first, Luke Starkiller.
Yeah.
Hence, think about it for a moment. Episode 7, Starkiller Base. They figured they just ripped that name off. Now scroll down and keep scrolling down, because you see right there, picture number 4. That's C-3PO was kind of designed after the robot off of Metropolis.
Yeah. It's like yeah.
And the one under the Falcon, right there, the next one down. Keep scrolling down. You'll on the left. Yeah, right there. Okay, you see the big tall guy right there?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's the concept of Chewbacca before he became a Wookiee. As a matter of fact, did you ever watch Rebels? Star Wars Rebels?
No.
Okay, there's a character in there named Zeb. 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 Okay, his name is longer, but he just goes by Zeb. Okay, he kind of looks like that.
Yeah. It's a little short film.
And if you've never seen Rebels, I'm gonna let you in on a little piece of information also. The very first episode of the Bad Batch, the young kid Jedi that they went after.
Oh yeah.
His name is Caleb Dune.
Yeah.
In Rebels, that's Kanan Jarrus.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because like I see, but they were saying
right there. The next picture. You see the stormtrooper with the saber?
Oh yeah. There you go. Every Star Wars concept is from being
and that's the concept of all that's all the concept of the bounty hunters. And they got them on Cloud City right next to them. A lot of wonderful artwork. This man did a lot of great work.
Yeah.
He did a lot of great work. Because what he drew, a lot of it is what we see on film. And right now, starting with the prequels, there's a gentleman that works for Lucasfilm now. His name's Doug Chang. That does the same thing. He designs all this new shit.
Yeah, that's a good picture.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man, that is some awesome artwork. If you like art, you would love everything this man, just about everything this man did.
Yeah. Yeah. I did know like the use the I forget what that robot's called, but it's like a bounty hunter robot that in
the hang on. Yeah, it's the IG series, basically IG series combat droid. One of them became enough aware. He became IG-88. He became a bounty hunter. And then who you encounter in Mandalorian is IG-11.
Right.
He's standing right there. You scroll up a little more. Oh wait a minute, you got the picture right there. Yeah, he's the tallest one there. IG-88
Yeah.
on the right.
Yeah, picture of Ralph.
And there's also another droid there. The one to the far right in that picture.
Oh yeah.
Where the one with the bounty hunters.
Yeah. The one above.
That's 4 LOM or 4 LOM. Yeah, because everybody left to right, man. You got Zuckuss, IG-88, Boba Fett, Bosk, and 4 LOM or 4 LOM. That's all the bounty hunters that they showed in The Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
I know way too much. Cloud City, that right there is a beautiful piece of artwork. I wish I had it hanging on my wall.
Yeah. And it's got the ships on it from the.
Yep, the twin pod cloud car.
Yeah.
They even show Cloud City at the end of Rise of Skywalker. Excuse me. Yeah, at the end of episode 9. And here's another fun little fact. The picture on the right, that's Yavin 4, the Rebel base. The base is in an old it's called the Masasi. It's an old Masasi temple. And basically that's a Sith temple
Alright.
on Yavin 4. Or a dark side temple, Sith or dark side, however you want to talk about it.
Yeah. It looks like the rebels have took it over, haven't they? So.
Yeah, they hid there, and they had several places throughout the galaxy, just like Palpatine, just like Palpatine wiping out the cloners.
Yeah.
The reason being is you've seen in the episode, Lama Su is no longer needed. You didn't hear the blaster shot, but they killed him. Right?
Yeah.
They killed him because when that door shuts, I figured you would have heard the blaster fire, but you didn't. But they killed him.
Well, I don't know though. It could be one of them where they're gonna kill him, but but it's rather they've killed him or they're gonna kill him.
Yeah, either or. He was dead. Okay, regardless.
Yeah, well,
when they told him that your services are no longer required, why do you think the 2 troopers stayed in there as they left?
Yeah.
The door shuts immediately. I was like, man, you're going to hear the blaster fire, but they never let that piece be heard. But he's dead. He's dead.
Yeah.
They captured the scientists they captured. There's a reason for that. Palpatine has several cloning facilities throughout the galaxy to learn, to try to clone. Because in some of the newer books, it's in it's in Chuck Wendig's Aftermath trilogy of books.
Yeah.
It is revealed that Palpatine had a cloning facility on Jakku, where we found Rey. He wiped the clones out because he had his own plans. Because when we meet Palpatine in episode 9, he's a clone. When they kill him, when they kill him in episode 6, his consciousness is being transferred to these clones on Exegol.
Yeah.
And that's where he stayed. He created Snoke. He controlled Snoke.
Yeah, I don't like that theory though. I see it.
I know,
Yeah,
I know, but but they kind of picked out of a book from quite a few years ago. It was a graphic novel called Dark Empire. It was based 5 or 6 years after Return of the Jedi. Luke starts to hunt down and he wants to know what made his father fall. In this book, Luke turns to the dark side and stands by the Emperor's side. The Emperor survived. The reason being is he had several clone bodies of himself. And the reason why he had several clone bodies is because he has amassed so much power that the clone body couldn't handle it. They died quickly. They aged and died quickly. Because in this book, it shows him that he transfers his consciousness, and Luke and Palpatine fight, but Luke's fighting a younger Palpatine.
Yeah.
And they kind of drug from that and put it in episode 9.
Yeah.
But Luke wasn't the one fighting.
No. Well, if they'd have had Luke fighting, they'd have probably like it wouldn't have been so bad of a theory. Like, all right, well, yeah, I'm not so keen on this cloning business and that, but
I'm not either, because personally, when we saw it in the prequels, it was a given because of what Obi-Wan tells Luke in episode 4, because Luke asks him, he goes, did my father fight in the Clone Wars? It was mentioned. So the clones were inevitable. But it's lazy writing to me. It's too easy.
Yeah.
Because even Kylo Ren mentions it in episode 7 to General Hux. Talking about, going back to clones instead of conscripted soldiers. It's lazy writing.
Yeah. I'm just gonna have to pop to the toilet, JJ man. I'll be like 30 seconds.
Hey. Well, hey. No, listen, man. I got to run. But like I said, if you want to look through this, you're more than welcome. But thank you for letting me come on, man. I got to go get some rest. But I'll be back next time you stream. But all right, guys. I got to take off. I got to try and get some sleep because I got blood work I got to go do tomorrow, and I'm still not feeling 100%. But thanks for at least inviting me on. Sorry I took so long to get here.
Yeah, I'm glad you. Give me some like.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You ever want to? Hey, I'm gonna tell you this right now, man. You ever want to have a Star Wars conversation? Find me.
Yeah. Well, like, if there's any like Star Wars sort of like articles going and that, I'll like, get on that,
Hey, I've been doing this since I was 4 years old, man, and I'm 48 now. So what does that tell you?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hey,
What-
hey,
yeah.
that movie blew a 4-year-old's mind. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I love the originals and that.
What time is it over there? It's 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
we'll try and have a good morning, my friend, and I'll talk at you soon, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, cheers for popping on, JJ. That one. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. Take care.
Yeah.
Later, anybody in the chat.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Cheers for popping on that. Yeah. I'll close all these sort of thing and that. Right. Yes. I'll be in closing the stream, but like yeah, I was like thank like uh Sasha in that and JJ for coming on and Maura Kitty. Cheers and that, yeah, for coming on the stream and that. And cheers to Dr. Acrony for popping by in that. And yeah, cheers to everyone else for watching that. And should we do another stream? Don't know when, but yeah, I'll be doing one. So thanks a lot. Cheers for watching. Bye.